Hi, my name's Peter Booth-Claiborne. I'm sales manager here at VidiSpine. I'm going to give you a quick demo on how to set up our new VidiSpine cognitive services. This is a new service we provide on our VidiNet platform that's going to be calling out to AWS Recognition and AWS Transcribe. So I'm going to show you how to register with VidiNet, which is our cloud-hosted platform that provides our managed service API and also other services like transcode and cognitive services. I'm going to start a VidiSpine instance. I'm going to configure it with storage, configure a transcoder, I'm going to upload a couple of test assets, start the VidiSpine cognitive services. Then I'm going to analyze those assets and I'm going to show the cognitive services results in a couple of different user interfaces. So before we start, you will need an S3 bucket or access to an S3 bucket. If you haven't got one, you can Google creating an AWS account, and it's free to set up. You get some credits, and you just need to read up about how to set up an S3 bucket, or get your IT department to set one up. Okay. Once you've done that, go to vidinet.net. This is our platform where we have our hosted APIs and other services. So sign up to that, name and email, tick on the T's and C's, and that'll take you through to the list of services that we provide. We have our 2 editions of the APIs that we host and other services. So we're going to start up a starter edition, which is a limited edition with 20 named users and 10,000 assets. I'm going to click on there. We're going to give it a name for the starter instance and an address for the endpoint of the API. You can give it the same name. Any IP restrictions you want, I'm just going to set that to open because it's a demo. Password. Now this is a new password for this starter edition, so do not forget this password. It's not the password you use when you set up your VidiNet account, and it's a common mistake to get those two mixed up. I made that same mistake myself. So choose a location, so choose an AWS location in the region that's near to you. We're then going to add the S3 bucket, so you need your access key and your secret key and the name of the bucket that you need to add there. Okay, you do that twice, once for thumbnails and once for media, but you can use exactly the same information. We're now going to add a VidiSpine transcoder, so you need to put in a display name for that transcoder, and you need to choose a VidiSpine transcoder for AWS. It's really important that you choose that. So VidiSpine transcoder for AWS, and choose the same region that you use to set up your starter. Okay. Click on Add, and you'll see there that it's added the service. And then when we click on Next, it's going to start up. It's going to launch those. So when you click on Launch, you'll get an email telling you that that you've created the account, and you'll see my email popping up now actually in a minute, and you will get an email when this is finished. Okay, so this should take anything from about 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to set up. Okay. If you want to use an AWS region that's not in the drop down, then just contact us, and we would look at adding this service to the local AWS. Okay, so you now go to your My Services, and you'll see that you've got the starter edition, and it's also set up your transcoder. So we are good to go for starting up the MAM. So if you look in the starter edition, you'll see there's 2 URLs. One is the API endpoint. So if you want to play around with the APIs, they're fully documented. You can point Postman at them and have to play around. But we also provide a very basic web UI just to get you started for having a play around with assets. Not really designed for production at all. It's called VidiSpine Content Viewer. So if you click on that web UI there, we've already set this up for you. This will open up VidiSpine Content Viewer. Log in with admin and the password for the starter edition that you have remembered. And it will take you into this, as I say, basic UI, allows you to upload assets, search for them, put them into collections, add metadata, look at jobs. Okay, there's nothing in there at the moment. So this is basically a window into your empty VidiSpine MAM. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a web upload, and we're going to upload a couple of test assets. Okay, so there's a couple of assets that I've downloaded that I want to try out. So I'm just going to upload them in the web uploader. When I click on Start Upload, that's going to upload them to my the S3 bucket that has been configured for this instance, and it's also going to kick off the VidiSpine transcoder to create the proxy. So I'm going to add 2 files here. Add a second one. You can see that the first one's finished. It's going to start the upload of the second one. And while they're going, I can also look, you can see the jobs running there. I can also click in the UI and click on jobs, and it's going to show me that I've got some upload and transcode jobs running at the moment. Okay, right, I'm going to click on the first asset that's loaded, and I'm going to play it. I can play it back. I can then click on the Analyze button to analyze, but it says in there that there is no cognitive services set up. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I'm going to go into my store, and I'm going to set up the VCS, VidiSpine Cognitive Services speech to text. So same sort of thing, give it a display name and a location which you choose as global, and then choose the API. You should probably only have one if you're doing this test. Put in your admin password for this starter that you've not forgotten, and then launch that service. And then we're going to add the second one. So that's the speech to text one. I just got an email there saying that I've started a service. And then we're going to go back to the store, and we're going to set up the second one. So in this first phase of VidiSpine, oh sorry, what to mention, you need to run this script. It's very important that you run this script. So you probably need to go back to your AWS console and run this script, or get whoever set up your S3 bucket to run that script. Cognitive services will not work until you run that script. Okay, I'm going to go back to the store, and I'm going to scroll down and set up my second VCS service, which is the video and image analysis recognition. So I said we're launching 2. We've got Amazon Recognition, which is this one, and Amazon Transcribe, which is the other one that I set up. Same sort of thing. Give it a name, sign it to your starter edition, type in your password, and launch it. Okay. So you're not being charged for these yet, but you will be when, again, don't forget to run that script in your method of running scripts of your choice. Okay. Okay, so we're going to now go back to the content viewer, grab that asset, click on the analysis. Oh, we need to refresh the screen because it's not got the data in the UI. So we're just going to refresh that. Click on content. Oh, sorry, we're going to run the actual analysis here. So run the analysis. That's first of all going to get a cost estimate, and that's going to be, and then we're clicking on start, and that's going to start the analysis of the job. Okay, so we went back to content viewer, we chose the asset, we clicked on the icon for kickstarting the analysis, and we've started that analysis. And behind the scenes, the VidiNet platform is calling the AWS, I think this is the AWS recognition one that we're running, and then it's pulling back the metadata. And what's great about this VidiSpine solution is it's going to be able to store that metadata within the VidiSpine backend database and present it via the API, and in this case via this user interface. Okay, that's completed. So now we need to look at the result. I need to refresh the screen, refresh the UI because the UI hasn't got that data. And just refresh that. Look at the analyzed units. It's showing me AWS video recognition analyzer, and you see down there, and those are the items that it's found in that video. Okay. This can also do celebrity recognition and some compliance as well. Okay, and if I come back to my search and click search for ocean, then it will give me the asset where there is metadata with ocean in it, which is the one that we just knew about. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go to our second asset. Have a quick look at that. Scrub through, we can see that it's got lots of speech in there. And we're going to do the AWS transcribe, so the speech to text analysis of this one. Okay, so click on Analyze, choose the speech to text service that I've set up, and get a cost estimate. This one, the last one cost 0.1. This is a slightly different cost, probably because it's a bit longer. Get the email telling me that it's started, and got this job. So this job's going to take a few seconds. Go back to my VidiNet dashboard, and we'll see in here when I click on billing, I can see all the billing information. So I started with $300. I've used up $48 because that was $49, which is the first day of using the VidiSpine instance. There's $49 there. I did a couple of media checks, and I did the do transcodes of the two files, which was $0.032 dollars, and then I've done a one cognitive job, which is 0.1. That's the one that's more expensive because I think it's the AWS pricing. Okay, so you can always give an eye on your billing in there. I can come back in here and look at my jobs. I can see here that one of the analysis jobs is finished and the other one is running there in my jobs in my content viewer. I could of course just be using API calls to look at this, or a different sort of UI. So go back to my item. Oh, that job has finished in the job, so I can go back to the item now, and I can open it up. Double click and look at the analyzed data units, and I can see that the transcribe, and I can see there that the timecode based metadata of the speech to text has been recorded, and in the VidiSpine RAM we're storing that metadata against the timecode. Okay, and I can also see in there the different points. I can click into the video and see where it is as well. Okay, so that's the transcribe results. And I think one of the words is parent, so I can click in there and I can see that the search results is giving me back that asset. Okay, I'm also going to show you another UI that we've got. This is part of our VidiSpine Developers Toolkit. It's written in React. It's available for download as a GitHub repository. It's really the UI where we'd probably be starting most projects now if customers wanted us to develop the UI for them. And again, we're making that available to end users as well, so you can do your own development against this. We're adding new functionality to this UI all of the time, and you can see that we can call the analysis from VCS. We can show the results as well. We can search for items. We can search for that metadata as well, and choose all the different sorts of results that we're getting back. So again, if you want to get in touch with us to talk about Video Library and how you might want to utilize it in one of your projects, then do get in touch with me. It's peter@vidispine.com. So thank you very much. I hope that made sense. Any questions? peter@vidispine.com. Thank you very much for watching.